Hi again, Copper Gardens, David Burns, talking to you about the copper you see before you on my table. This is a continuation of a shot or a little video we did, I think, just over a week ago for a stunningly delightful home in Tiburon. There are four, actually maybe five separate components to the project there. And this is one of them that is, I hate to rank them in terms of fun, but in some ways this is the most fun. It gets really high exposure, and it's just really a fun piece to create. This was the one, those of you that have looked before saw some of the Ginkgo style leaves that we had pre-made. And here's where they are going to go. These are just laying loosely now. It's still quite a little ways from completion, but I'm at a point where in about another, I think it's going to take me about 2.5 more hours to complete this corner. Virtually all the rest of it is done. I say that tentatively because I will always, with a project like this, pick it up, set it up, hang it on a wall somewhere around the shop, and think about it. Look at it and think about it for a day or two and see if I need to fill in or once in a while take off. But this is just, it's a fair point, I think, to show the viewer and the owner where we are right now and kind of what we did to get here. We started with 1¼ tubing. Tapers are evident in a variety of places. This actually tapers from 1¼ down to 3/4 over about a little over 4 feet. Now some of the other pieces, intermediate pieces, have no taper, but you're sort of led to believe that they do, because as I step down at a joint like this, I'll take this piece down on a taper, and this is 3/4 versus 1 inch. Then we step down to 1/2 inch, and then down to 1/4 inch. So it has the feeling of reducing size all the way throughout. A little taper here was fun to do. I say fun. Tapers are time-consuming and difficult, but man, they are worth it. They just change the look of everything. If you just stub things out flat or with a kind of a salami slice, it just lacks the panache that I hope to get. Each piece has a little bit of curve and then frequently a little bit of a sharper angle. That too is not necessarily precisely to the ginkgo tree that we're sort of mimicking here, but I just love the way it looks. It just gives it more life, more movement, more fluidity while it's sitting still, which of course is exactly what it will always be. But the way we're working on it here too, I thought might be a little interesting to notice that far across the table from me, I have the full-scale drawing that we made up in really about 3 stages. I had another one that we took down, applied it on the wall at the home, and started seeing some things that could definitely stand adjustment. And we made those adjustments. Then I brought it back and kind of redrew it. Then we had the great pleasure of having the owner and the designer come up to visit us, about a 2.5, 3-hour drive, and they made the time to come up and do that, and we had a great day. We made a few more changes. So that, really hard to see. I'm not sure if my GoPro is going to pick it up. They're fairly faint, but I was able to transfer that down to chalk drawing on my tabletop, and there too are hard to see, but they're good enough for me. I can see, here's a good shot over here. You can see them quite well, and I can touch them up as need be. And you'll also notice that we're not precise to every line that we drew. Some of them need a little adjustment, a little movement. The object is to capture the essence of where we're headed. There's nothing in a living thing that has to be absolutely precise. That may be one of the things that allowed me a comfort zone of being in this line of business, because I never liked absolute precision or absolute symmetry. And some things, of course, you need 4 corners on a car and tires that line up and match one another. Some places you really need symmetry. This kind of art may not be one of those. So I think that's about all I want to show you today. We're going to break off here. The project is running slowly for things out, not slowly, but it's just behind through things that have nothing to do with me. So we're going to finish a gate for another customer that we haven't even started. We'll start it probably tomorrow. So I thought this was a really nice place to bring the client and other viewers up to speed and see what we're doing. I better shut up and get off here. I try to make these short. Maybe I didn't do so good today. Thanks for looking. Bye.